Good morning, guys. This is Don V with Truth Be Told, and we have a couple interesting news reports we'd like to share with you again. Before we move to that, please remember to subscribe. Most people who watch my videos aren't subscribers. I don't make a dime off this. It's all about getting that information out and making the channel grow. Without ado, let's move to this shocking information. Or is it? You're reading it just as well as I am. It says, this has been happening all morning. Republicans in California told they've already voted when they show up to vote. Oh, I'm so shocked. You wouldn't think that Gavin Newsom would do this, would you? This just makes me sick. San Fernando Valley voters showing up to vote in the gubernatorial, finally got it out, recall election are getting a big surprise. The computer is saying they already voted when that is not the case. Is this more shady shenanigans from the Demon Rats? KTLA reports that El Camino, a real charter high school at Woodland Hills, some voters say they were told the computers showed them as already had voted, even though they had not. Estelle Bender, 88, said she wasn't the only one being told she had already voted. And then there is this, and look at this. It's the urgent California recall elections. 3 California ballots were mailed to Ashley Babbitt's address. Ashley, deceased, and 2 other people don't live at her address. Please give this to the right people, and there they are. I'm going to put these links below so you can find these and look at them yourself. Don't believe me, believe your eyes. This has been happening all morning. Alright, moving on. Biden busted for claiming yet another unbelievable story. Look at that sick SOB. Is there a psychological name for this disorder that Flashbang has, where he just constantly makes up things out of the cloth, out of whole cloth, whenever he's speaking to and trying to pander to a group? Or do we just call it what it is? Part of his being a sociopath. Unable to stop this crazy thing? Biden was in Idaho for an event about trying to stop the wildfires in the area, and during the event, Biden claimed that his first job offer came from a local Idaho lumber company, Boys Cascade. You want to take a listen to this? Let's take a listen to this.
I grew up in a little town called Claymont, Delaware, and I went to school. I used to tell Frank Church this. I got my first job offer where I wanted, my wife, deceased wife, and I wanted to move to Idaho because we think, not a joke, it's such a beautiful, beautiful state. And I interviewed for a job with Boise Cascade. And in the meantime, there was a war going on. Anyway, but the whole point was that I used to always kid Frank. But I grew up in a little steel town called Claymont, Delaware, when Scranton shut down because of coal mining.
Oh my word. This guy's probably never worked a real job in his life. Just my opinion. Alleged information here. From the New York Post. I used to tell Frank Church that this I got, and then it tells what he just said. Unfortunately for Biden, the company was honest and said that this was news to them. Boys Cascade spokeswoman Lisa Scampy told the Post, "We have no record of Flashbang's Biden regime's application or of him having worked for the company." Scampy said that we checked our system internally and nothing has turned up. The White House did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Post was unable to locate any prior record of Biden mentioning the company, including the news clippings archived by the Nexus and Factiva databases. Biden's 2007 memoir, Promises to Keep, does not mention the company or desire to move to Idaho. Liar, liar, pants on fire, busted again. Moving on. Of course not, because it's completely unbelievable. It's incredibly unlikely, given this Delaware-centered career, and nothing at all to do with him being a lawyer, since he married his wife in law school. It's highly unlikely he'd be looking for a random job working for a lumber company and not a legal position. But this is a problem he's had since he's been in public life. He just can't stop lying. He's been lying for decades. He's had to drop out of his first run for Prez in the '88 race when he was caught plagiarizing and lying about his academic background. It's like him driving an 18-wheeler, hitting a home run in the congressional baseball game back in the '70s, being a coal miner, being arrested, trying to meet with Nelson Mandela, marching for civil rights, and going to the Tree of Life synagogue after the mass murder there. Just to name a few of the lines he spun over the years. He just can't seem to stop making things up. It's a sickness with him, and the problem is it's not just about putting himself up to pander to people like this. It's about lying on critical things like Afghanistan and even trying to make the former Prez of Afghanistan lie too. It's a danger of our national security to have this man in office, and sooner or later, if he isn't removed, it could put us in an even graver situation than what he did in Afghanistan. I agree, 100%.